No maps, no compass, no footprints to follow. It's just endless wilderness stretching as far as the eye could see. Imagine standing there, the sun burning above, the wind dry and silent, no path in sight. Most would freeze, but not them. The ancient nomads didn't fear the wild. They trusted it. They didn't need tools. The land itself spoke to them. Every shadow, every breeze, every star above guided their way. The ground beneath their feet told stories only they understood. This is a tale from a time before maps, a time when crossing an empty wilderness wasn't about technology, but pure grit and intuition. There were no GPS devices, no apps to tell them the way, but somehow they found their path. How? By day, they read the sky. The position of the sun wasn't just light, it was a clock, a compass, a silent guide. They watched the way trees leaned, the way birds flew, the way clouds gathered. The land left clues for those who could see. A certain plant meant water was near. A sudden change in the wind signaled a river not far. Even the shape of rocks or the bend of a dune whispered directions. By night, the stars took over. Each one a marker in the black sky, showing them safe paths through danger. No need for maps when the sky itself is your guide. No need for compasses when you can feel the pull of the earth. They crossed deserts where nothing grew. Vast, empty spaces that tested the limits of endurance. Yet the ancient nomads didn't just survive, they thrived. They knew how to read the whispers of the wind, how to interpret the patterns of the sand dunes. The desert, with its stark beauty and harsh realities, became their teacher. In the face of scorching sun and scarce resources, they learned to conserve water, to navigate by the stars, to find sustenance in the most arid of landscapes. The desert tested them, but it also shaped them, forging a resilience that echoed through generations. They crossed forests where the canopy hid the sky. Ancient woods so dense that sunlight struggled to penetrate the thick foliage. But for the ancient nomads, these dark, mysterious woods were not a barrier. They were a challenge. They learned to navigate by the subtle changes in the forest, the direction the trees leaned, the play of light and shadow on the forest floor, the sounds that echoed through the trunks. In the quiet solitude of the woods, they honed their senses, becoming attuned to the subtlest of cues. As they moved deeper into the wilderness, their connection to the natural world intensified. Every rustle of leaves, every bird call became a source of information, guiding them, feeding them, keeping them safe. It wasn't just about survival, it was about thriving. They adapted, innovated, and persevered. Their journeys through the wilderness were more than just physical feats. They were testaments to the indomitable spirit of humanity, the unyielding will to explore, to conquer, and to understand. Generation after generation, the knowledge accumulated. Stories of routes, landmarks, and survival techniques were passed down, ensuring that the tradition of crossing empty wilderness not only continued, but flourished. Each new journey added another layer to the tapestry of knowledge, making the next crossing a little easier, the next landmark a little clearer. But then something changed. With the rise of modern times, things like satellite images, GPS systems, they all made crossing empty wilderness a lot easier. Why take a 10-day trek when you could cover it in a few hours? Why rely on intuition when you could pull out a map? Slowly, the skills that had been honed over centuries started to fade. Reading the signs of the wilderness, understanding the language of nature, it all became less necessary, almost obsolete. People stopped looking up at the stars for guidance and started relying on apps. They traded the wisdom of the ages for the convenience of the modern day. And yet, in the stillness of the desert or the quiet of the forest, the ancient echoes remain. The wind still whispers through the dunes, the trees still stand as silent sentinels, and the wilderness, with its timeless wisdom, waits for those who are willing to listen. Now, here's the thing. This isn't some story from a distant past that happened to someone else. No, this is our story too. Our ancestors were nomads, and somewhere along the line, we lost those skills. We've become disconnected from the land, from the rhythms of nature, from the whispers of the wild. We live in a world of concrete and glass, surrounded by the hum of technology. We've traded the vastness of the wilderness for the confines of our screens. We've forgotten that we once thrived in the harshest of environments, that we once navigated by the stars and read the signs of the land. Somewhere along the way, we lost that connection, that innate ability to survive, to adapt, to thrive in the face of any challenge. But here's the beautiful part. It's never too late to reconnect with that lost part of ourselves. You see, the wilderness is still there, waiting for us to return. The mountains stand tall, the rivers flow strong, and the forests whisper secrets to those who will listen. All we need to do is take the first step, to venture out of our comfort zones and into the wild embrace of nature. When we do, we'll rediscover the strength within us, the resilience that has carried our ancestors through countless challenges. Imagine feeling the wind on your skin as you stand at the edge of an open field, the sun on your face and the earth beneath your feet. You don't need a compass to tell you north, because you can feel it in your bones. You don't need a map to chart your course, because you can read the signs around you. You are connected to the land, to the sky, to the rhythm of the natural world. You are home. The wilderness doesn't just shape the land, it shapes us. It tests our limits, challenges our perceptions, and reveals the strength within us. It's in the quiet moments in the wild that we find ourselves, that we discover what we're truly capable of. It's in the solitude of nature that we connect with our inner selves and find a sense of peace that eludes us in the chaos of everyday life. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you ready to rediscover that part of yourself? Are you ready to reconnect with the land, with the sky, with the rhythm of the natural world? Because here's the truth. We were born wild, and we can always find our way back. It might not be easy, but nothing worthwhile ever is. It will require patience, practice, and a willingness to step out of our comfort zones. It means learning to read the signs of the land, understanding the language of nature, and trusting our instincts. So here's your invitation, your chance to embark on your own journey of self-discovery. Step into the wilderness, breathe in the fresh air, feel the earth beneath your feet. Let the wind guide you, the trees teach you, and the sky inspire you. And as you do, remember, you are not alone. You are part of a legacy that stretches back millennia. You're connected to the ancient nomads who roamed these lands, who navigated by the stars, and thrived in the face of adversity. The wilderness is waiting for you. Are you ready to answer its call? If you found this story intriguing, I have a special treat for you. Check out this video, which dives into another aspect of survival. See you there.